Since he's Council Lady Moore, you're on. Okay. Hold on. Council Lady Moore, you're on.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to say for those persons in District 17, get out and vote. Early voting has started. Please exercise your right to vote. And please, when the general election comes in November, please get out and vote as well. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Thank you. Councilman Claiborne, you're up.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to make an announcement to all the folks that are in the Donaldson area about an event that's taking place this coming Saturday morning at 9:30 on the corner of Stewart's Ferry Pike and Lebanon Road. It's actually in Councilman Stanley's district, but we are dedicating what is called the Toll House Reserve, which is 0.8 of an acre of green space, and it's a unique collaboration of individuals and organizations within the Donaldson area to take a overgrown lot and turn it into a true park-like setting. And so we'll have the mayor out and several other elected officials. We're going to plant a dedicatory tree for the event, and we'd like to invite everybody to come. If you come, parking is in the parking lot at Donaldson Middle School parking, which is at the top of the hill on Donaldson Wood Drive, which is actually behind the reserve location. That's 9:30 this Saturday morning. I invite everybody to come and be a part of that.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Toller, you are up. Excuse me. Councilman Toller, you are on. Where is he at? He's not here. Councilman Hodge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For District 30, remind folks that on November the 14th, Saturday evening, we've got a chili supper planned for 5:30. That will be at Christ Lutheran Church on 299 Haywood Lane. That will be our last meeting of the year, our last quarterly meeting. And I gave you the wrong date. That's November 13th on a Saturday at 5:30 for chili supper. And all those candidates who were at our last meeting, which was primarily a political forum, whether you win or lose, you're welcome to come back and have a bowl of chili. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Coleman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Pro Tem. Last meeting I announced the breast cancer walk. I'd like to do the same today. The Making Strides Against Breast Cancer 5-mile walk starting at LP Field, 9 a.m., October the 30th. Please come out and join in this great effort to cure, to do research as it relates to breast cancer. Need I say how important this is for everyone to take an active part in it. So please come out to LP Field at 9 a.m. on Saturday, October the 30th. If you can't, you can make donations. On everyone's desk, there are forms, and we ask that you fill it out if you cannot participate. But again, I think it would be a great endeavor for this council to lead the way in this important endeavor. Thanks again, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Councilman Stanley.
It's not on your desk? It should be on your desk. No? Okay, I have some.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want to let everyone know, all the resident citizens of Hoggett Ford Road, off Dodson Chapel Road in District 14, I'm having a scheduled community meeting on October 28th. That's Thursday night, October 28th, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the Hermitage Police Precinct. It concerns the possible extension of an appropriate water main down the entire length of Hoggett Ford Road and the installation of fire hydrants. I've invited representatives from the Dean Administration, the Water Department, the Health Department, the Public Works Department, the Fire Department, and the Law Department to be at the meeting, because we're going to address whether or not this private street should be adopted by Metro Nashville into the public street system, and what will need to be occur to allow that street. And if not, Public Works will be there to inform Water Services that Public Works has no responsibility to widen roads to extend water services. So it's time Water Services got to work on some of these issues, because in 1995 they took over for Cumberland Utility District in Davidson County, and I think it's important that you have these well systems that make up about 5 well systems on the parcels on Hoggett Ford Road. There's only 31 in Davidson County, the entire Davidson County. So that's 16% of the well systems that have coliform and E. coli bacteria that have been located in those wells. They need to be removed completely from our community. And I would ask that everyone on Hoggett Ford Road please attend this meeting to get your input in, and also we can have the officials from Metro government address this as well. So once again, it's October 28th, Thursday at 7:00 p.m. at the Hermitage Police Precinct. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Stanley. Councilman Hollins?
Speaker. No S, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
No X, I didn't see one. Did you hear it?
I did. October 30, after you get done with Councilman Coleman's event at LP Field, come to Woodland Street Presbyterian Church in Council District 6 for St. Baldrick's Foundation head shaving event to raise money for childhood cancer. I'll be there having my head shaved to come back looking like Councilman Forkham, all in the name of childhood cancer. Saturday, October 30 from 11 to 3 at Woodland Street Presbyterian Church. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hollins. Council Lady Will Hoyt?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the opportunity to say hello, everyone, and to the viewing audience. First, to say thank you to the Alliance of District 29. This past Saturday, Mr. Speaker, we had our neighborhood cleanup, and it really was a great success. I want to give a special congratulations and thank you to all the neighborhood groups that came out to take advantage of the services that was provided on that day. First, I want to say thank you to the Smith Springs Church of Christ, who has continuously each year provided us with a location to have the cleanup. There at the Smith Springs Church of Christ, we had the services for Shredded. We had a Goodwill. People donated their tabs from the cans for the Ronald McDonald House. We also had help from the Metro Public Works in reference to be able to throw away large items. It was just an outstanding event, and everyone really enjoyed themselves and was able to get the neighborhood cleaned up and get things cleaned out and donate some not so used clothing to people who are in need of these type of items. We want to give a thank you to, of course, the Mayor Caldene's office and the Office of Neighborhoods, the Metro Beautification, Shredded, Call for Help, Publix, Walmart, Starbucks, and Krispy Kreme. All of those organizations donated to our cleanup to make it a great success. And I want to give a very special special appreciation to Mr. Ricky Martin, who is with the Sheriff Department. He helped in loading up a lot of the large items onto the roll-off bins, and he did an excellent job. So we're very excited about what occurred in our fall-winter cleanup, and we're looking forward to May. Also, I wanted to let the viewing audience know, of course, this Saturday, October the 23rd at 10 o'clock, I will be at the First Tennessee Bank. That's on Murfreesboro Road, First Tennessee Bank, Nashville. That will be another opportunity, yet again, as I conduct each month, office hours. And anyone who wants to come and discuss with me about issues in the district, as well as just kind of giving ideas of things that's happening surrounding our district. I will be available there from 10 until 11, and I look forward to talking with you, and I'll stay longer if necessary. So please come out, let's get some matters resolved, and let me hear your concerns, as I usually am there on each month. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Council Lady Will Hoyt. Councilman Dominy?
Can you hear me now? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, there's most of you may be aware of the extreme makeover build out in southeast Nashville with Lighthouse Christian School. It originally was scheduled to air on November 7th. I just spoke with the Sweats this morning, and that has been moved to November 14th. It will air on Channel 2 at 7 o'clock, and there will be a preview show only here in Nashville area beginning at 6, which will do some behind-the-scenes shots and history of the event. Will be also on Channel 2 beginning 6 p.m. on November 14th. And then as another event taking place in southeast Nashville and all across the city in particular, there's a group called 8 Days of Hope that will be here the week of Thanksgiving. And what 8 Days of Hope does is it brings in skilled and unskilled volunteers to help cities recover from disaster. They'll be here beginning the 20th of November through the 27th. And if you've never experienced a day or a week of helping folks over Thanksgiving, can you imagine the Thanksgiving that these folks will have? We can get more people back in their homes after this devastating flood. Come out and participate. Look it up online at 8daysofhope.com. The event will take place from the November 20th to the 27th, and you can volunteer any number of days you'd like, and it's going to be a fabulous event to help everybody across the city recover from the flood.
Thank you, Councilman. Council Lady Lalonde.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm rising today to issue a challenge to two of my colleagues here in the council chamber. About a year ago, we launched an initiative in my district, District 18, called District 18 Goes Green, or Go Green District 18. Now we say Goes Green because we're already well into the process. More than 200 homes and a dozen businesses in my district have chosen to participate in this program. The goal of which is to reduce energy consumption in our buildings. Most people don't realize that 40% of our carbon footprint is directly attributable to heating, cooling, lighting our buildings. When I started on council, everyone talked about District 6 being the most progressive district. And I beg to differ. I think District 18 is the most progressive district, although I do drive a minivan. My colleague from District 6 does drive a Prius. I would say that the more than 200 homes that have already taken this step in my district more than makes up for my minivan driving. So I'm issuing a challenge today for District 6 and District 25 with Michael Jameson and Sean McGuire to have their neighborhoods participate in this program and to step up to kind of make Green Hills greener and live up to the name of Green Hills and to fix the energy situation in District 6 and to kind of live up to that liberal, progressive kind of environmental image that Mr. Jameson likes to cultivate. I want to actually see some action before he leaves office that helps out. So I'm hoping they will accept these challenges today, and I look forward to their response.
And what's the grand prize?
Give them the floor. Give Mr. Jameson the floor. I want to see if he accepts.
He's coming next. Councilman Duvall. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a couple announcements for those folks in District 33 and also Southeast Davidson County. We have two events going on in the Hickory Hollow Business District on Saturday. The flood recovery group will have what's called a long-term recovery plan, a community planning and design workshop that will go on from 9 to 12. That will be at the Hickory Hollow Mall, 5252 Hickory Hollow Parkway, in the lower level center court. Also, the Hickory Hollow Action Partners are sponsoring a great community yard sale at the same time from 8 a.m. to 12 noon at the Hickory Hollow Mall parking lot near the Park and Ride. So if you want to attend either one of those two events, I would love to see y'all turn out and be there. Thank you so much. Thank you, Councilman DeVoe. Councilman Jamison, you may now defend yourself.
Thank you, Councilman. First and foremost, District 6 gladly and willingly accepts the challenge from District 18. Councilor Lalonde did not mention this one additional factor, but by previous negotiations, we've decided that the loser of the competition would shave his or her head, as I recall. So looking forward to that new hairstyle. On a more serious note, there is some environmental legislation from various factions proceeding before the council, including Councilman Jernigan's floodplain legislation, Councilman Holloman's free parking for hybrid vehicles and electric vehicles. And coincidentally, there's a lecture series at Vanderbilt that begins Saturday, October 30th. It's 4 Saturdays in a row, part of their fall lecture series that they do every year. The first one is October 30th, Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30. And the series is called Heat, Light, and Water, Lectures on Energy and the Environment. And they coincidentally cover some of the topics that we've been wrestling with here in Nashville and on the council. The 4 topics, if you'll indulge me, Councilman, is on October 30th, it's Climate Gate, Fact or Fiction. On November 6th, it's Electric Vehicles, or we're going back to the future. On November 13th, it's Energy and Climate Change, the Behavioral Wedge. And the last lecture on Saturday, November 20th, Implementing Effective Floodplain Policies in the United States. Anybody who would like to attend these, we've issued an invitation to all council members, but members of the public are encouraged to attend. They can go to vanderbilt.edu/Saturday and enroll there, and strongly encourage that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Jamison. Okay, Councilman McGuire, you wish to defend yourself.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. On behalf of District 25, we accept the challenge of Council Lady Lalonde. Look forward to launching Greener Hills, which is the name of our initiative, in the coming weeks. So ask constituents of District 25 to be on the lookout for that. And we will put District 18 to shame. And I have no problem with District 6. Thank you.
Council Lady Lalonde, you wish to speak again?
Yes, I'm glad to see that my colleagues have accepted the challenge and look forward to the months ahead. Of course, the most important thing is that we reduce our energy consumption in every way that we can. For those people who live in my district, we have a website that makes all of this very easy to do. It's gogreendistrict18.com. It talks all about the in-home evaluation you can have done that tells you where you're losing energy. I had this done months ago and have had lots of renovations done to my house, and basically went from living in the equivalent of a screen porch to living in a well-insulated home, and I really feel much better about that situation. So thank you to my colleagues for their good humor and good spirit, and we look forward to doing what we can to reduce Nashville's carbon footprint. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Are there any other announcements? Are there any other? The announcement period is now over.